Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing? How are you doing today? Come on in. We want to thank the Lord for you. How is everybody doing today? I want to thank God for you. Hi, Adri. How is everybody? All right, so I really want to thank the Lord. First of all, before I go on to speak about anything else, I wanted to truly thank the Lord Jesus Christ, my Lord and personal Savior, my friend, the love of my soul. I want to, before I go on to speak about anything else, I want to speak to some of you that are my age, 56. I'm 56 years old. And many of you that are going through menopausal. I want to take the time to speak about this. As I said to people, I have never had a hot flash in my life. But I don't have these problems anymore, thank God. I started to have these problems with my feet 6 years ago. I started to have, I was the fastest runner even at 54 years old, 56. I wanted to help women. And then I'm going to go on to say what I have to say. And when I get to 55, I started to have some swelling in my feet. Though many of that were evil, but the enemy could have attacked me because they were missing minerals in my body. So one night I went to bed and I saw the Lord. Let me show you this part where I live here. The Lord showed me this whole part here was full of spinach, and in the dream the Lord said to me that I must eat green leafy stuff. And he came back to me like a third time, and he showed me things like Edos, dashing. You don't find dashing here. I don't have any problem eating those stuff, but they are not my favorite food. Then he showed me okras. And another night the Lord came back and showed me raisins, but it was not the dark raisin, it was the golden raisins. I started to eat raisins, lots of raisins. I would soak raisins. Then I'm a small woman, actually. I'm a small person. So the sugar in the raisins, I started to put on weight, and I decided, I don't want to eat these raisins anymore. But the Lord was showing me something. I want to talk to menopausal women, and then I'm going to go on to what I have to say. I want to help you. So I remember as my feet started to swell, I wanted to know what, because I've never had these things before. And I went to exercise 1 week, and afterwards I couldn't put on any shoes at all. I couldn't put on any shoes at all, and I thought within myself, Lord, what is this? So 6.5 years I suffered. I don't have these problems anymore. I suffered with my leg, but I continued to go on doing the work of God. I nearly died. So I went to the doctor a couple of times, and I realized that they really did not know what was wrong with me, but God was showing me in dreams. That's how I started to go into herbs. and different things. This week, I started to take copper, magnesium, potassium, K2, B1, B3. So a couple of days ago, the Lord brought me to something, and this is for menopausal women and those of you who probably is going through, men that is going through prostate problem. Your doctor will never tell you that, because doctors, they are good doctors, and doctors are not taught nutrition. And if they are not taught nutrition, then you will only start to get painkillers. They give you painkillers or medications that will suppress your healing. Many years ago, I had an injury in my right leg. So I find that this injury would not get any better. So as I realized that the injury was not getting any better, the doctor I went to actually sent me to a chiropractor. The chiropractor was like $190, and I thought within myself, Lord, this is not getting any better. And every time I went to God, the Lord continued to give me. That's how I built my herbs and different things like that. But I found a trace mineral. That literally healed my leg. And this trace mineral, not only there to, as you get much more older, this trace mineral will allow you to become more strong. It helps with it helps with a lot of stuff in your body. And I thought to myself, okay, why this doctor did not? So while I went to do this research, I found something, a trace mineral by the name of boron. A trace mineral, which is, they found these trace minerals in raisins and different type of nuts. Do you know the first day I took boron? Okay, so the first day I took boron, I bought boron. Every pain in my hands, every pain in my leg, every pain that was in my body was gone. So I started to do some more study on. So if your body does not have boron, you can end up getting arthritis in the bone. Okay? So I wanted to share this with you. 56-year-old woman. So doctors, you have to find a really good doctor that really knows about nutrition. That is BORON. So those of you that are going through, you are suffering from arthritis. There is no reason you should have arthritis. I don't care if your mother had it. There are trace minerals. If these trace minerals in your body, the ground right now, the ground right now does not produce enough boron. So the food that you're eating, boron is good for your heart. Boron is okay. So this doctor that stop being a doctor and becomes a nutrition start to talk about boron. So I want you to hear it.
Hey guys, in this video, I want to share some data about this amazing trace mineral called boron. It's one of the most underused trace minerals. It's kind of a neglected trace mineral, but I think it's so important. It's great for building bone. It also supports calcium-magnesium ratios in the muscle and in the bone. So if you have a lot of muscle spasm or tightness, it will allow these minerals to work better in the body. It's also great for all types of inflammatory conditions, arthritis, bursitis, tendinitis, all the itises. It's been known to increase testosterone, estrogen in menopausal women. It has anti-cancer effects, osteoporosis. We talked about that right here.
All right, so I want you to look it up. So I started to take boron, and every pain in my hand, every pain in my knees, every pain was gone. There was no stiffness in my body anymore. So if you are going to the doctor, and so what does that do in menopausal women? Estrogen. It creates estrogen, okay, in your body to stop whatever. So I wanted to help you because I removed Maria from metformin. Maria is, they said that she needed for diabetes. Well, she does not have diabetes anymore. What I find, we have a lot of wicked people in hospitals, we got some good doctors also, but we have some wicked doctors. If they can continue to allow you to come to the visits, that doesn't mean that doctors are not good. What they would do, they will continue to prescribe you painkillers, and after you start to take those painkillers, you start to get kidney problems, heart problems, because they suppress the healing. And so I started to use boron, and what I'm telling you here, every pain in my knees were gone. Did I, what I'm trying to say to you, boron, if you have a deficiency in these trace minerals in your body, like magnesium, magnesium, potassium, they will never tell you that. They will tell you, take out your heart, let me put something in your heart. Let me put a pump in your heart. When magnesium, potassium, even cayenne pepper, I take a shot of cayenne pepper every night. All of those things, cayenne pepper is better than aspirin. So I believe that I had to get sick. I had to get sick because I don't get sick at all. But I had to get sick 2 years ago, 3 years ago, that I can help women. All right, so boron is a trace mineral. And if you don't have these trace minerals in your body, you can get really sick. You can get infections. And as you can see, I have really nice skin for the age of 56. Really nice skin. All right, so you need these trace minerals in your body, that your bones can be healed, and it is important to take care of your body. The older you get, it's important to take care of your body as you get older. All right. Another thing that I did, that I found out, let me turn off this AC in this car. Another thing that I did, I found out that I'm going to show you this tomorrow. I found out that when I start to walk barefooted on the outside on the grass, my body started to, the earth is the negative and you are negative positive. Negative, you good? Negative positive. So I started to walk without shoes when I am home, and I find that my body started to get better. So what I did, maybe I'm going to show you that tomorrow. Diabetic can take boron. And listen, and I'm telling you, my secretary Maria used to take insulin. She doesn't take any of that anymore. Why I am telling you this, because I believe that I had to get sick to be able to, because I don't get sick really, but I had to get sick 2 years ago that I can help my secretary. Every minute stick in her body. When she went back to the doctor, she didn't have any of that. She don't take any medication, any for diabetes. I'm not diabetic. I am not diabetic. I'm not on medication for anything really at 56 years old. But listen to me. So I started to ground my body. I will show you this, and we're going to bring this in very soon. I said to ground my body. What is grounding? You can ground. Many years ago, as a child, you would go outside. You would go outside and you would run in the grass, because that helps to bring electricity in your body. Okay? I wanted to share this. The Lord wanted me to share this with people that are suffering from those things. And before you get electricity in a house, they have to ground it in the earth. There is a special thing where you have to ground it in the earth before you can get electricity. So I realized, because of my schedule, that I needed to keep grounding my body. So what I do at night, I bought a grounding mat where I put on my bed. It is plugged in to the grounding area where you plug in your phone. And I lay on this mat. And the first day I lay on this mat, I realized that my blood pressure became normal, more normal. My blood pressure became normal, more normal, like 120/80 or 119/80. And I said, wow. So the grounding mat, I'm going to show you that. Tomorrow, God's willing. So I sleep on this grounding mat every morning, every night. If I'm lying down on my bed, I'm lying down on this grounding mat, because this grounding mat allows me, it allows your blood. You have to understand that the older you get, if you are not doing the things that you need to do, you don't want your blood to be thick. You don't want your blood to be thick. Okay? So I learned all of this while I was not well. And that's the reason why I was able to remove Maria from the insulin. Listen to me. The pharmaceutical companies, they are not there to make you better. They are there to kill you. They are there to kill you. And you better wake up. I know they're going to come after me, but you better wake up. If my foot is broken, I won't be able to fix that, but I will go to a doctor. But I would never put my life in the hands of a doctor like this. Why? Because there are good doctors, maybe doctors with nutrition, but I believe, as the Bible says, that the plants are there for the healing of the nation. So boron is one of the trace minerals for menopausal women, for arthritis. If you if you start to have these achy bones. Not only that, it is good for estrogen. Those of you that have you don't have your period anymore, you need estrogen in your body. And I want to say to you, at 56 years old, when I walk out, people say, is this, asking my daughter, is this your mother? Is this your mother? My children looks like my sisters. So I sleep on this grounding mat. I wanted to introduce you to grounding mat. We will bring them in, but you can go on Amazon and purchase. That will help to stop your blood from becoming thick. As you continue to take the normal supplements that you, and I'm going to do a whole, maybe I should do this on YouTube. I'm going to do a whole thing about this. I want to help you that are going through. Not because you are a menopausal woman means that your life is over. Your life isn't over, but you can have estrogen running through your body. Your life is not over. So I believe that, because I'm a herbalist, I believe that there is a reason for everything under the sun, and maybe I got sick at that time because I got sick because God wanted me to help people, and like how I'm helping thousands today. All right, so listen guys, I gotta go. I wanted to speak about St. Lucia just a little bit, but I wanted to run this to you, those of you that are going through. I'll talk about grounding mats, where you can plug it into your electricity socket, where you are grounding while you are asleep, okay? But I am looking forward by the grace of God to see Alan Chastney to be the next. I'm looking forward for that. I believe that we need to pray a lot for that to happen. But I'm looking forward to see Alan Chastney win the next general election in St. Lucia. And I'm looking forward for, by the grace of God, if everybody's praying in St. Lucia, I believe that if everybody is praying in St. Lucia, and there are people that understand the crucial move for St. Lucia, I believe that God will hear your prayers and allow a new dawn, a new day to be there. Okay? Prayer is the only thing that's going to do that. I'm praying here in Barbados, and those of you who wants to see a change in the island of St. Lucia, it will start by you voting Alan Chastney back in power for better St. Lucia. I believe, I don't know the man, but I feel in my spirit that he's the best person right this moment for the St. Lucian people, that there will be a brighter day in St. Lucia. I'm also looking for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I'm looking forward for that. I'm praying for these two countries, and I'm asking God to have his way in those two countries, that Ralph Gonzalez will be no more, a new party, a new era in St. Vincent and St. Lucia. We are looking forward for that. May the Lord have his way as we continue to pray. But I'm going to do a whole... Alright, so I'm going to do a whole video of how did I get myself back online while I got sick, and how I can help you that have diabetes. I'm going to show you for you not to take insulin anymore. I know they're going to come after me, but I did it with my secretary, and I'm going to show you how. Those of you that are diabetic, because we want doctors that gives us answers, helping us to get better, not suppressing what is going on. So what I want to do is to show you that mango leaf, another thing that I share with Maria, I get mango leaf, guava leaf, papaya leaf will just allow sugar diabetes to disappear. I just want to let you know that. And there is more that I can share with you that can help you. You have those things in your backyard in the Caribbean that will stop you from a lot of things that is going on. All right. And I truly believe that I got sick at that time because God wanted me. When I started to give Maria all of those things, when she went back to the doctor, the sugar level was just a 5. When she went back, it was a 4. Listen to me. And I'm going to do a whole video because I want to help people. I want you to be healthy and I want to help you. Okay? You don't need to continue to be injected by these people. And the pharmaceutical, it is a very wicked, dangerous. And I believe that we need to look to help people to get better, not suppressing with painkillers and things like metformin that gives you heart attack. And I realize that my secretary, her teeth, you want less inflammation in your body. You want less inflammation in your body. And I'm going to show you how to eat and all of those things to help you to be a healthy person. God bless you. And we are continuing to pray that the will of God will be done. Bye-bye. Okay, do you boil the leaf? You can boil all of them together. You can boil all of them together. Mango, any mango leaf at all. You don't have mango. You can boil mango, guava, soursop together and boil it. Wash the mango leaf, boil it, put it in the fridge and have that like your water. And when you go back, those wicked people, when you go back, this would disappear. You have to be a person. All of those things are in your backyard. They are in your backyard. And use what you have to destroy the plans of the enemy. God bless you. Bye-bye.